Peace, fam. I'm AMUN-RA. This is part 2 of the genocide of our children. We're miseducated. Our children are miseducated from preschool. Now, a lot of y'all, when I showed you in part 1, a lot of you're probably not you're thinking this is a bunch of foolishness, but it's not. It exists. It does happen. When you drop your kids off from school, you don't know how much education they're getting. You don't know that. At preschool, what are they doing? Are they learning anything? Are they learning anything? Because you could be at home teaching your child, homeschooling, and guess what? They'll get more education. They'll learn a lot more faster. But when you drop off your kids at these preschools, they're not learning anything. How to sleep, play all day. You know, that's not learning anything. Let's get another factor in here. Let's remember this. Black power. When we say black power basically means that we are beginning to educate ourselves, putting ourselves in a position to be able to become empowered. The powers maybe do not want us that. They want to generate money from us, one way or another. A lot of people go, oh, I'm tired of hearing that. But in fact, it really does happen. If you truly do your research, you will be able to understand these things happen. Okay? It's not about, oh, everything is about black people and their problems. No. Black, brown, using the color code text. Black, brown, which we're saying Latinos. Now, the Latinos, do they make their suggestions on this is going on? Of course they do. Of course they do. You have some messages in the Latino organization and families that also is talking about the same thing. You understand? Trust me, it's all over. Okay? A lot of y'all do not want to understand that. You think because you came up or your family came up, you snuck by. Listen here. A lot of our children is out there going through it. Let's don't make this mistake. Here in part 2, let's sit down, get your pencil and papers, and let's get this education. I'm just a messenger.
In preschool. In fact, many of us realize that the black boy has been miseducated by the time he reaches the 4th grade. So as a result, many of us erroneously believe that the miseducation starts in the 4th grade. I argue the opposite. The miseducation begins the first day a black boy sets foot into a preschool or a kindergarten classroom. For example, right now as we speak, less than half of all the black boys in the United States of America can read on grade level who are in the 4th grade. Right now, less than half of all 4th grade black boys in the United States of America can read on grade level. So if we know that, the question becomes, where are these boys going to be 15 years from now? Where are they going to be 10 years from now? The answer is, unfortunately, most of them are going to be in jail.
The Corrections Corporation of America, CCA, Corrections Corporation of America, don't miss this, recently sent a letter to 48 U.S. governors, yours was included, announcing the investment initiative, a new plan to spend up to $250 million to buy prisons from state, local, and federal government entities on the conditions of a minimum commitment of 20 years for the facility, maintaining 90% capacity over the 20-year period. I'm waiting on y'all to be offended. We cannot go for that. We cannot go for that, all right? Because you know, as long as prisons are big business, as long as they are money-making ventures in capitalistic America, then guess what? You're going to have get tough on crime. You're going to have mass incarceration and what Michelle Alexander calls the new Jim Crow.
The fact that a government will invest in prisons at all and then even privatize prisons
tells me that the government is still in need of and in the business of capturing and using slave labor.
This prison system is not doing what it's supposed to do in terms of reforming people. That's not the goal. The goal is to get bodies, to get free labor, and to generate money and commerce at the expense of whoever just happens to get caught into the system.
I speak, throughout the nation, and when I'm doing my macro shelters, writing workshops with youth in detention centers, and I hear someone 14 or 15 clearly articulating their place at the bottom of the well in society, I mean, it's intriguing. I'm excited that they're able to articulate this at a young age, but it's also tragic because even at 14 or 15, that this person knows that they're looked at as slaves. They look at it as being slave labor. But when we work with an American system that is based on capitalism, we shouldn't be surprised. We could be disturbed, but we definitely shouldn't be shocked.
There's an economic argument that prison is profitable. Empowering the poor is not so profitable, and empowering the poor actually upsets the social order. We're in a capitalist society, and it's very much like a pyramid scheme. In fact, on the back of the dollar, they've told you that it's a pyramid scheme. It's a pyramid right there to let you know.
When you look at prisons and the privatization of prisons, is that prisons are starting to become big business in America. And I think when you look at the money that we spend on prisons, some states are spending more on their prison budget than they are on their education budget. And that goes to tell you right there that evidently there's money to be made, and the revolving door is going back and forth with prisons. I've heard in the state of New Jersey that the cost of incarcerating an inmate is almost around $58,000 a year. With that type of money there, we can be sending people to college, especially non-violent offenders.
Talking with a former prison guard, and she was just telling me how unfortunate situations are for a lot of people that end up in prison. She said there were grandfathers, fathers, and sons all in prison at the same time. So there's 3 generations you have in prison at the same time. And even though she saw all of the hardships that was going for her financial gain, she did say that it was unfortunate that she did not listen to her friend's advice and invest in the prison system that she worked in, because she would have got a large return on her investment as of now, 10 years later.
The major problem is that we let the privatization of prisons go on for so long, and we remain silent. The people that are incarcerated are essentially considered disposable people. Like, we don't care. It's not until it affects us personally, whether we have a family member, cousin, friend, or we get incarcerated ourselves, that we understand, about the prison system. And when you're sitting in a prison cell and you are incarcerated, you have essentially become a dollar sign for all involved.
My cousin spent 23 years in prison for a nonviolent drug offense. And when you look at the money that we spent to keep him locked up for a nonviolent drug offense, we're talking over $1 million. And from what I've known of my cousin, I've been knowing him all my life, is that he's one of the most intelligent persons I ever met. And when I look at his situation, being that he just died of cancer not too long ago, I look at what his life could have been at. And I know for a fact that, he was a very intelligent man, very smart in business. He just, did it the wrong way. But, he's a prime example how the laws are twisted when somebody will spend 23 years in prison for a nonviolent drug offense.
The United States government spends more money on prisons than on education, because there is no longer a need in this country for a minimally educated, low-wage earner.
The reason that you don't have poor men from any class or community working on the side of highways or in city municipality cleanup jobs is because those jobs have been taken not by Mexican invaders coming across the border, not by Asians and Africans that are landing here, or destitute Cubans coming on inner tubes. It's being done by state prisoners. They take the same dudes that get snatched out of your neighborhoods for bogus drug charges, non-violent drug charges. They put them on work camps when they have to clean the side of the highways and the exits now. Now, this not only happens at a much reduced rate that you would have to pay if you were paying a fair labor, unskilled labor. Not only that, you have to insure them. You have to give them a city pension. We wipe all that out by using slave labor, paying these men pennies on the dollar, and then forcing restitution, most of which never makes it back to a victim. It just makes it to these mysterious court costs to keep the system running. So it is indeed slavery.
So the president, we can say, is Duke Cotton.
Yeah, you are the cotton. Right now, you the cotton brown.
Yeah.
There's definitely a relationship between the amount of employment that white America either enjoys or doesn't enjoy, and the amount of incarceration that you find among black and brown people. Those two go hand in hand. More black and brown people incarcerated means more white people employed.
The black man right now is starting to become a commodity when it comes down to the prison system because of the fact that when you look at the cheap labor, I remember when I was locked up, I used to work for $1.10 a day. Back then I was taking care of the lawns at the Trenton Psychiatric Hospital. But doing the lawns and doing the grass at those hospitals, the same thing they have private companies do. It's not only racist when you look at the system the way it is today, but it's mainly targeted at the blacks and the brown folk of the United States.
The fact is that when you are sending them to jail and you're filling up the jails, you're making money off of that. You allow them to work for wages that are subhuman. You are putting them in a scenario where they're contributing to the economy, even though you're contributing to the destruction of their community.
Black men are no longer needed as laborers. They have simply become the commodity in capitalism. In other words, instead of black men working to make the corporation rich, black men have become the raw material by which the private prison industrial complex get rich. So black men are being publicly traded on Wall Street the same way you trade sugar, leather, gold, diamonds. Just like in slavery, black men are the raw resource of America.
You look across America, you see what's going on in corporate America, you see what's going on in the highly educated spaces of America, you see a lot of factory workers, things like that, manual labor kind of disappearing or even going to immigrants. So the question is, what do you do with young black kids with no education? Unfortunately, the powers that be have decided we're going to send them to prison.
Think about it. They got, they undereducate you. After that, they underemploy you. Even under the president that looks like you, you're underemployed. You don't have a choice but to do some dumb shit.
Lincoln died before the Emancipation Proclamation could be put into law. But upon his death, Andrew Johnson succeeded and the post-Reconstruction era began. One of the things that they did was to make certain that individuals who were formerly slaves maintained their status. We didn't want any of the Negroes. Was to develop new laws through the Supreme Court. Cruikshank versus the United States was one. In these cases, what they basically did was they obviated or sidetracked the 13th Amendment, which guaranteed equal rights under the law and protections for all, regardless of race and creed. And in the context of those laws, they would write in certain small addendums. For example, no man in the United States could be a slave unless he was committed to law via criminal behavior, etc., etc.
That's why in many states you cannot vote if you have a felony. In many states you cannot get financial aid if you have a felony. In many states you can't demand minimum wage while working in prison because of a felony. So the prison system has simply become a new form of enslavement. It is 21st century slavery. It is our history being recast right before our eyes.
You're a walking, talking uranium for these people. You're spitting gold with mouth and eyes and ears.
Okay, y'all, like I told you before, I'm not going to chit-chat long. I'm a schooler, but I will tell you this. Racism, you keep thinking it don't exist. It does. You've seen for yourself, for different scholars, different authors, they're all clearly telling you. Even one of the brothers who was locked up himself tell you he was only making $1.15. But we're going to go to part 3. I'm Shaka Zulu. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I am Chocolate AMUN-RA. Peace.